I'm Charles Remlinger. I'm here with my partner Justin Bailey, and our presentation will be about our research project focused on analyzing the effects of extracurricular activities on student development and success. A little bit of background. So, extracurriculars play a critical role in the development of students. Justin and I both participated in multiple extracurricular activities in high school, and we continue to pursue those activities into college and our professional careers. We want to further explore how the variety and involvement in extracurriculars shaped student experiences. Balancing multiple activities is extremely difficult at the college level, which I had personal experience with. And so we want to look into how athletes can keep up with the demands of balancing multiple extracurriculars. So we chose this topic because rather than focusing on specific outcomes, such as how it affects GPA or physical fitness, the focus on the study is to understand the values and the possible regrets that college students have from their high school experience. A specific focus of the research will be dedicated to identifying if an increased workload of extracurriculars leads to students being overworked or overscheduled, and what benefits and consequences arise from a wide variety of participation.
Our research question was what social, academic slash mental, and professional impacts do college students perceive as resulting from their participation in extracurricular activities during high school? This question mainly relates heavily to our future career goals, with both of us wanting to pursue some version of physical education, whether that's at the collegiate or high school level. And we both have a high passion for physical education, sports, and helping athletes. The new terminology that I think must be brought up is extracurricular activities. We call EAs throughout our paper. This is just activities outside the scope of the predetermined curriculum and everything for students. And then the breadth is the other word that we need to talk about within our paper, and that is the number of domains in which one is involved in.
So we'll discuss more about our literature review in the references section, but our review and our references were conducted through Google Scholar and the Fresno State Library website. Nearly all of our data was recently published, with the exception of some foundational research about the topics of extracurricular activities, which was linked to research that was further developed in more recent years. And so when we were choosing our sample, we chose students at Fresno State aged 18 to 25, and they had to be either currently attending or recently graduated from the school so that they still have a good recollection and insights on their high school experience. We mostly used convenience sampling to obtain our participants, as we both work on campus and our connections at the school helped us gather a semi-diverse sample. The sample will be built mainly around college athletes, as we can safely assume that they participated in extracurriculars, but we want to make sure we branch out to other students on campus as well to get a more diverse range of experiences. So we ultimately chose two different qualitative methods for conducting our research. The first method we chose was a survey on Qualtrics. It was about 25 questions, and it asked students about their experiences with extracurriculars in high school and acted as more of a preliminary research for the next method. And that method was an interview. So during the survey, participants were asked if they would like to participate in a survey interview to further describe their experiences. Six interviewees were chosen from this pool of participants, and the interviews were recorded, transcribed, and coded to find themes within the responses of all the participants. The participants were chosen due to the variety of their experiences to try and get a more detailed view.
Some of the implications that we found was that we really wanted to inform educators about the positives and negatives of the extracurricular activities for our students and future students. We wanted to focus on the effects of the involvement of all those activities, and then also understand how participation in the variety of the activities changes these perceived effects. And ultimately, it'll help future students balance life with the activities in their schedules. And limitations that we found was that the limited sample size reduces the ability to identify bigger trends as a collective, and it also leads to the inability to identify casual effects. Lastly, there was possible bias perspectives towards the activities just because we were interviewing and sampling basically all current or previous student athletes. And if we get a larger sample size, it'll help out. And then lastly, our references, like Charles talked about, our references, we use 10 plus. We collected it through a multitude of ways, but mainly Google Scholar and Fresno State Library. This helped us guide. It was guided by its references and past research and focus on the quality peer-reviewed journal articles and books rather than going through websites.
That's all. Thank you.